Welcome to 5-Minute Pitch. I'm your host, Liz Saunders. 5-Minute Pitch is the competition that gives entrepreneurs from around the globe the opportunity to virtually pitch their business or product idea for the chance to win a grand prize of $50,000. This season, more than 30 entrepreneurs will pitch their ideas via Zoom conference call to our panel of 5 experts for the chance to advance to the finals and pitch to the judges live in Miami, Florida. Our panel of expert judges includes Greg Mercer, 8-figure Amazon seller and the founder and CEO of Jungle Scout. Michael Jackness, a serial entrepreneur who has spent the past few years building a high 7-figure e-commerce conglomerate while blogging and podcasting about all of it along the way at EcomCrew. Steve Chu, the son of 2 tiger parents, Steve Chu started 2 7-figure businesses while working full-time as an engineering director. He now runs Bumblebee Linens and MyWifeQuitHerJob.com. Scott Voker, 7-figure business owner and host of the Amazing Seller podcast. Today we are joined by guest judge Andrew Udarian. Andrew has started and sold multiple e-commerce businesses and is the founder of eCommerce Fuel, a private community for 7-figure plus e-commerce sellers. This week on 5-Minute Pitch.
Don, how many units have you sold to date?
So I've sold fewer than 100 boxes.
Where would your focus be for marketing on this?
Well, I'm hoping that the blog post that Steve has written is going to help me with my Facebook advertising.
I wouldn't trust those.
Right now, your margins are kind of borderline in terms of what you can do to spend on advertising.
I would have liked to have seen more than 100 sales so far.
Let's hear from our first contestant, Don Fontaine. Don aims to capitalize on the $1 billion pet industry by creating gorgeous cat accommodations that create a safe place for the pets while also getting rid of the less appealing shipping boxes lying around the house.
I've been looking forward to being able to share this project that I've been excited about for some time now. I'm really looking forward to the feedback that I'm going to get from these judges whom I admire. I'm excited about the prospect of getting input from this particular group of judges. I know that any little nuggets that I can take away from these successful men and whoever the guest judge is will be invaluable to me moving forward.
This is 5-Minute Pitch.
Hey, Don. Hey, Don.
Hi, how are you doing?
Hi,
Doing
Don.
well.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Very nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to the 5-Minute Pitch. Your 5 minutes starts now.
I'm Don Fontaine, owner and founder of Cat in the Box, which sells whimsical cardboard box toys for cats who think inside the box. I concocted the idea for this business on a trip with my mother to her cat sitter. I already knew that cats like boxes, but it got me thinking, why do their owners put up with ugly Amazon boxes in their homes? Now, there are 3 scientific reasons why cats are so cardboard box crazy. One has to do with cats' thermoneutral zone. The thermoneutral zone is the temperature at which a living thing does not have to expend any additional energy to stay warm or keep cool. A cat's thermoneutral zone is about 14 degrees higher than the temperature in our homes, which means that our cats are freezing all the time. The corrugations in cardboard make it an excellent insulator, and the tight space inside a box encourages a cat to curl up and keep itself warm. The second reason has to do with stress relief. Hiding is a behavioral strategy of the species to cope with environmental changes. So by providing a cat with a box, you're giving her an opportunity to de-stress in a natural way. And finally, a cardboard box allows a cat to exhibit other natural behaviors like stalking and ambushing prey. We like to think of our house cats as fluffy lap pets, but they're really tigers at heart. A cardboard box allows the predator within every cat to emerge, even though most eat food from a can. And cat owners instinctively know this, even if they aren't aware of the science. If my Instagram feed is any indication, almost every cat owner has at least one cardboard box permanently lying around their house. Most pet owners love their pets and they want to meet their needs.
Dawn has 3 big challenges to overcome with her cat box. Can she do it in a way that is safe for the cat and Instagrammable for the owner?
What I've done is create a product that addresses both cat and owner's needs. They're clean, cat dedicated, and attractive. And they're fun too. Because cat safety is very important to me, I manufacture the boxes in the US. The inks are human-grade soy inks, the very same inks that are used on your pizza boxes. To be environmentally conscious, the boxes are made of recycled cardboard.
The judges do seem intrigued by the happy cats. Let's see if she has other attention as well.
My products have been featured in Parade Magazine Online, the Boston Globe, Product Hunt, Boston Voyager Magazine, and in a number of popular cat blogs and in local media outlets. One product was also picked up by Design Boom magazine, one of the premier design publications in the world, who called my Mega Milk Carton a Warhol-esque stroke of genius. I've also been focused on connecting with cat owners directly through social media, especially Instagram. Good Instagram customers are the best product ambassadors. People who have purchased from me continuously repost stories and photos of their pets using my products.
All right, so she seems to have the attention of some decent media and Instagram traction. But what would she use the $50,000 prize money for?
Cat in the Box as a business is still in its pre-infancy. The opportunity for mentorship is the prime reason that I'm participating in this contest. I'd like to create a new, more compact design, and I do have something fabulous in mind, but the cutting dies and printing plates are very costly. And a third design would necessitate warehouse space. Right now, my husband and I are truly living amidst cardboard. And while we celebrated our recently emptied nest, we would like our adult
Don,
kids.
We're sorry, Don, to cut you off. Your 5 minutes is up. That's
All
like
right.
a hard deadline. But great pitch.
Thank you for listening.
Really, really good job. I think it's a great idea.
If you are looking to buy or sell your online business, then look no further. FE International is the market leader when it comes to M&A, and they've completed hundreds of millions in SaaS, e-commerce, and content business acquisitions since 2010. Now, I've known the founders for quite some time, and over the years, FE International has adapted and fine-tuned the marketing and acquisition process to create a proven and efficient model which gets results for buyers and sellers alike. And what I specifically like about FE is they provide personalized service. So if you're looking to buy or sell a business, go to feinternational.com.
Now back to our show, where Dawn faces the judge's critique of her product, where they will decide if she's got what it takes to move on to the deliberation round.
What kind of presence right now currently do you have online with social media, web traffic, those types of things?
Well, sure. So I have a Shopify store, and I only just recently opened an Etsy shop as well, just maybe a month or two ago. I have a YouTube channel, Pinterest, and Instagram. Instagram is the primary way that I've been connecting with customers so far.
Are any of these designs copyrighted or trademarked in any way to keep people from doing the same thing?
They are not. Actually, the cardboard box itself is not trademarkable. It's not protectable with patents. That being said, there's a very high barrier to entry in terms of creating the printing plates and the cutting dies. So it's not something that can be easily duplicated. Could somebody make a similar design? That would be possible.
Don, how many units have you sold to date, and what's the price point of the boxes?
So I've sold fewer than 100 boxes.
Fewer than 100 units might be a tough sell for the judges. Hopefully this won't affect her advancement to the next round.
All through personal connections with people, through social media, and through the little bump that I get through the PR efforts that I've put in. So including shipping, they're $30, and I only ship to the US. Most of the cost involved in getting the boxes out to customers is in the shipping.
So my question for you is, along the lines of your margins right now, are there any plans to reduce your costs? Like, what are your margins on one of these boxes?
To manufacture the boxes is around, I think it's $625 for one of them and $550 for the other. But shipping and the shipping cartons run anywhere from $9 to about $18.
Okay, and you sell them for $30, is that correct?
That's right.
Okay.
So to clarify, that's the carton that you're putting this $6 item in costs $18?
No, it costs $2. The shipping cartons cost about $2, and the shipping itself costs anywhere from $7 to $16, depending on which part of the United States I'm shipping to.
So the total was $18.
These things are going to hit with dim rate.
As much as $18. I've had a lot of customers on the East Coast, fortunately, so.
It's $12 per sale you make in profit, right?
I could, right.
Okay,
potentially.
okay.
Don, great pitch. How long do they last, and why would somebody pick one of these versus, say, a cat toy or something that's like carpeted, that's a little more durable? Can you give me a sense of that?
Are you a pet owner?
I'm not.
If you're a pet owner, you would buy both the carpeted item and this. And how long they last, it really is up to the cat. Cats are notorious cardboard and paper chewers, some more than others. And for cats who don't chew, it could last indefinitely.
Don, in terms of marketing these, how would you, it sounds like you got some press, some national press, and some social media presence, but if you were going to really hit the marketing angle hard and you could only focus on one strategy to try to drive the most results, where would your focus be for marketing on this?
Well, I'm hoping that some of the articles that I've saved, that the blog post that Steve has written, is going to help me with my Facebook advertising.
I wouldn't trust those. Do you have a good backup plan, maybe a second option?
I do have to explore the idea of advertising, which I haven't done yet. And I have had some national press already.
What would you actually use the $50,000 for? Like, if you were to take a look at your business plan moving forward, what would the $50,000 go towards?
Right. Well, first, I am going to buy Steve's class. But second of all, I think I mentioned in my presentation that the two most important things would be designing a more compact box that would be easier to ship not only stateside, but abroad, where I've had quite a few people anecdotally reach out to me and express interest, and also to wholesale them to boutique pet stores and others. So creating a new box would be my one of my primary uses for the money, but that would then require that I have a warehouse space. You'd be surprised how much room cardboard takes up.
Where do you foresee the business in, say, 3 years from now?
Well, I'm hoping that there are multiple designs, but one of the other things that sort of interests me as you develop a community of cat lovers who become connected to me would be the opportunity potentially for some other unique cat items that are not yet on the market. That would be a very long-term goal, would be to add to the spate of cat-related products.
So one thing I'm a little concerned about, which is why I was asking about margins, is right now your margins are kind of borderline in terms of what you can do to spend on advertising. So do you have a strategy for getting the cost down eventually?
The more that you order, the costs go down dramatically.
Oh, they do? Okay.
So for example, I initially had asked for a minimum order of 250 of each of the boxes. The price for 250 was almost the same as the price for ordering 500.
So let me ask you this. So what would be the price point should you produce in volume at the highest tier? What would your margins then be?
I have not explored that with the manufacturer yet.
Okay.
Don, is there anyone else selling cardboard boxes for pets like this that have a little bit more of a creative design to them? Is that something that's in the market, or is it something that's pretty new?
It's honestly nothing I've seen. I have seen other items made of. There's something on Etsy that's another item, but nothing that's sold anywhere else. Nothing that looks like this.
Are your plans to continue with these two until you get momentum before you start adding more SKUs?
Honestly, I would like to start with the new product as soon as possible because now that I recognize the mistake I made in these designs, I would like to create a product that is far more compact, that would be much less costly to ship, and something that maybe I can see on the shelves of a pet store sometime.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Don, I had a question real quick for you. Of the 100 that you've sold, hopefully you've gotten some good positive reviews, but I'm just curious if you've gotten any negative reviews. What's been the feedback that you might want to do to improve this thing in the future? What have people been saying so far?
Well, I haven't actually had any negative comments at all. The thing is that cats are going to love a cardboard. You can put a box of Captain Crunch on the floor and a cat's going to love it. So the cats are already giving me rave reviews. The more important thing is that whether the owners like them, and they do.
Perfect.
One of the things I would say, though, that did surprise me, I'd actually created it with myself in mind, thinking if I had company coming over, I'd want to flatten it out and put it under the bed or put it in a closet. What I've noticed is that people keep them out all the time. When people send me photographs, they're in their living room. They just leave them out. They think they're cute, and they're always in the background of in their pictures of their cats using other toys.
All right, Don. Well, unfortunately, we're out of time for this pitch. We really appreciate you coming and doing this. It's been awesome, and we really appreciate your time.
Great job.
Thank you so much for your time.
Great job,
Thank you,
Don.
Don.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Take care.
Don.
Bye.
After the pitch, I caught up with Dawn to see how she feels now that the pitch is over.
My favorite part was really the whole thing, from getting an audience with these wonderful and amazingly successful people to getting to share something that I'm excited about with them. I presented in the way that I'd hoped to present, and the judges couldn't have been kinder than they were.
Dawn gave a great first pitch, but was it enough to impress the judges? Let's hear what the judges have to say.
I think it's a great market. There's a huge amount of potential. I've never seen anything like that. I do know the pet market because I have dogs, but I don't have cats, but I do know the cat market is really intense. I love it. I just think that she needs to figure out how to get that packaging down, get it smaller. I'm going to say yes to move her on.
I have some of the same feelings. I think that it's a great, passionate niche. It's a unique product, something I haven't seen before. I think that it's something that people will definitely buy. I agree that getting the thing down so it's not quite so big. We were playing around with it after her pitch and looking at the footprint of it. But I think that can be worked on. For me, it's a definite yes. I think it's unique and cool.
And she's already got the proof of concept down.
Yeah.
She's got 7,000 Instagram followers, which in such a very short period of time, which clearly kind of proves the concept.
Yeah.
It's defensible. She's making her own designs. No one can really copy it.
Yeah.
Easy to ship once she kind of irons out the folding and the packing a little bit. and she can increase her profits dramatically.
One thing that would be great though too is, I mean, if you went wholesale and you could ship all those in bulk to one place and sell them retail, that would bring the margins, at least on the, on the shipping side, way up.
So you throw them on a pallet and ship them all out.
I would have liked to have seen more than 100 sales so far, but I'm still going to vote it through yes. I think she's off to a good
We already
start.
have 3 yeses. What about you guys officially, though?
Oh, officially a yes, no question.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I'd be for
5
yes.
yeses. She's on to the next round.
Yeah, all
right.
right.
Good work, Don.
Congratulations, Don.
Congratulations to Dawn. She's moving on to the deliberation round. Next time on 5-Minute Pitch.
And it's the only product that you have right now currently, right?
Exactly, yeah. I want to build a product line of coffee products.
How do you make this listing stand out? Because there's a bunch of other listings that probably look a lot like this, like the Chinese ones that you pointed out.
Holding that, I like the way it felt. I could see this being something I could use for the next 10 to 15 years.
I'm looking for more than just the product, for something in that kind of a market, because that market is saturated.